Alright, so this is Opner's really quick guide to how to use super carrier fighters. So we're going to start with the basics. First, detach your fighter window so that you can have your modules and your fighters out at the same time. Next, you launch your fighters. Don't open your bay. First thing, if the blue circle is around your fighter, you're controlling the fighter. If blue circle is around your capacitor, you're controlling your ship. It can be all of them, and it will follow all of the commands. Align, orbit, jump. Won't do jump, but it will do the warp 2 sometimes. Alright, next. You want your tactical overview up. So down here, this brings up the plane view with the concentric circles to show ranges. This is my frigate over here, 100k away. So you can see, I click on it, and it does this line right here. This is the key to getting stuff to go in the direction you want without having to jigger your camera in a really weird way. So what we do, you can press the button or you can use hotkeys. If you want to do all three fighters, you have to use the hotkeys. So F2 for me, default, click the dot, and then drag the line down to match. And now they should all micro jump drive right on top. Notice the spool time takes a little bit. One went, two went. The third one got there finally. Alright, now make sure ship isn't selected, fighters are selected, orbit at 30. Now they're going to span out. You can see the tactical view. I'm going to readjust so you can see. Now they're going to orbit around at about 30. They're already kind of at range. F3 for the bomb. Now we're kind of eyeballing this because we're off ship center, so we don't have the dot. You can't use this when you're at look at something. It doesn't work properly, but you can eyeball it out pretty well after with a little bit of practice. The thing with the bomb launchers, they immediately turn towards the point in space that you select, and then they fire their bombs. Doesn't matter if they're at range, they don't care, but right now, they should blow me up. I don't know if 3 bombs is enough to kill a unfit Ares, but it's not quite. About half shield or half armor. All right, now the micro jump drive is just about off cooldown. So here is how you return them really easily. F2, right next to your ship. Just double click. Because now you set that point right next to your ship. So now they're going to spool up. One of them didn't for some reason. It probably wasn't quite off cooldown yet. There's the first 2. And there you go. That was the really quick guide to using super carrier fighters. And now you see it's the same UI for Doomsdays and for the ECM bursts. I did this reversed actually. Don't do that. Canceling out is right click, but it doesn't always catch. So there, and we will get a bubble right on top of my Ares now. And again, it has a spool up. It's really long, especially for how small the burst is. There's the bubble right on top. All right, that's been my guide. Have a good day.